great things happen to great people. Okay, here we go.
Oh, my ass is getting a little soggy. There's a little wet spots. Okay.
And welcome to Overtime, brought to you by KingsCast at www.kingscast.net. I'm Keith Kornelek.
And I'm Chris Kalazewski.
And here we are, back from Staples Center, reunited, and it feels so good.
Oh, it's great. Yeah, tonight, Kings fans, we're going to talk about the St. Louis Blues game on St. Patty's Day, talk about our game versus the Ducks, talk about the Flames game, talk about Justin Williams, talk about booing, and we'll also talk about the jersey change.
That is a lot to talk about, so here we go. Episode 96, entitled Homeless.
All right, Kings fans, so we played the St. Louis Blues on a very forgettable game back at Staples Center.
Awful.
And, the big thing about this game was not that we lost 4-0, which was awful.
Oh, wait, before we talk about that, can we talk about the St. Patrick's Day jerseys that they skated in warm-ups with?
Okay.
Like the O Kopitars and, these green monstrosities. Look, I get you want to sell a holiday, but those have got to be the most hideous things I've ever seen.
Yeah, they're ugly. But yet people were still wearing them. I saw quite a few in attendance tonight, actually. Yeah, ugly. Sorry, I don't get it.
For merchandise.
Yeah, I guess so. So let's talk about that game really quickly. And the big topic of that game was the big boo. The Boo Birds that came out after the second period for the Kings team, which, let's be honest, looked awful and had 6 shots.
Absolutely. 6 shots on goal. Looking like a terrible hockey team. I think the Monarchs could have beat them that night. Coming back from a 4-0 road trip. And you know what? Terry Murray called out the fans, as did Drew Doughty the next day. And quite frankly, Chris, I think it's whiny. I think it's whiny and it's childish. Here's the bottom line, Kings fans. I spend, thousands of dollars each year on merchandise, season tickets, and way too much alcohol at the game. And damn it, if the Kings are not living up to expectation, which right now is very, very high, I'm going to boo you, and I don't care.
Yeah, look, I think the thing that actually hurt the team at that point was that they were 4-0 on the road trip. Kings had very high expectations. They had 6 friggin' shots after 40 minutes of hockey. I'm going to boo that team, and this reminds me of the issue of leaving early when your team's getting blown out. You know what? As a fan, you have every right to boo, leave early, express your frustrations. I actually think that you have every right to do that.
Back to this homestand, Chris. Anaheim Ducks are in town. I mean, another must-win game because, we're sitting 5th place in the Western Conference, but we're 1 point out of the playoffs completely. Anaheim Ducks come to town, and the Kings just can't seem to score at home. End up losing it, 2-1 in overtime?
Yeah, they did. I mean, the Kings can't seem to do anything right at home, which is so concerning. It's like, what has that ever been the case for any team that's been on a playoff push?
Especially the Kings.
I mean, this is a serious issue here. It was a huge game against the Ducks, and obviously emotions are high. And we're actually hoping for a first-round Ducks playoff series because I think it'd be big for hockey. It'd be big for the development of hockey and young hockey players out in California. But that's one of those games that's yikes. Ducks are surging.
Yeah, they absolutely are. What's happening, Kings fans? Calgary Flames in town here at Staples Center. Kings are 0-2-2 in their last 4, which is really not good. I don't know if Flames mean it really bad or the Kings mentally sound. I don't know. 2-zip Kings. Another one of those low-scoring games against the Calgary Flames. Because we lost to Anaheim, this was really, in all seriousness, a must-win situation. And we went through 2 periods of scoreless hockey. Great play from Mika Kiprusoff and Jonathan Quick, and end up winning 2-1 in the shootout.
Yeah.
All right, so into the first 0-0 all on the board. Wow, what a boring game. Kings, this is a must-win game. You gotta win. Hopefully some home magic will appear tonight. I'm saying 4-3 Kings.
Kings are in a position, they were with those awesome road trips they had to come home and play 8 out of 11 of their last games at home. So you look at the schedule and you think, oh my God, playoffs are an absolute shoo-in. I guarantee them. But we're not going to say that right now.
We're not saying we're not making them either.
No, we're not saying that either. Remember, KingsCast, we took a hard stance last episode. We're saying we're not going to predict any more playoff berths until it actually happens. But
we're making it.
Yes.
All right, Kings fans, into the second. About ready to start up the third here. Still no score. I like our chances. 4-3 Kings. So, the main takeaway from this game, obviously, is Justin Williams goes out injured. Just pulled some quotes off of Rich Hammond's website, and the quote from Terry Murray was, Justin Williams is not okay.
Yeah, when a player says not okay, these are hockey players here. These guys are so tough.
Yeah.
They're serious about that. I mean, the guy is not okay. If he was just, injured a little bit. He was hurt. He'd be like, I'm fine. I'll be fine. Stuff like that. But he said, I'm not okay. Now, I couldn't really tell what exactly happened on it. We'll check it out tomorrow, obviously. But he did not look good when he skated off the ice.
No, I think more concerning is we just signed him to a 4-year contract, and then now after a healthy season, he goes down. But, Justin Williams has been a key component to that top line, providing that speed. He plays well against the boards. I mean, he protects the puck really, really well. And, to me, Wayne Simmons and Dustin Brown are not adequate replacements there. If he's not okay, I expect that he's going to be out for a little bit, at least a few games. Question is, who do you call up? We go back to my boy. I say Oscar Mueller.
Yeah, I like Oscar Mueller, too. I think we throw him up there on the top line again. Let's not mess around. I don't like Simmons on the top line. I'm sorry if I'm alone here. I do not like Simmons on the top line. It's too many big bodies. We need some speed, a little more skill up there. So this could be a devastating injury. I mean, obviously not the player you want to lose, but should we be happy this is like his first major injury sort of scare this year because
all right,
he's
that's
been
a
pretty
fair
lucky.
point. That's a fair point, considering last year and years past.
Yeah.
So anyway, get well, Justin Williams, because we love you.
All right, Kings won that one. Surprisingly, a rare home win. I will take it any of the week. Crushing the Flames. We're moving on until Thursday, so big game. Huge win. Huge win.
They have officially announced the change to the jerseys next year, and it looks like we're going to be going with the UPS logo. I think what people are calling those, the black jerseys, the thirds that are currently called, on a permanent home basis, which I like.
Yeah,
I like.
It's fine.
Fine.
For the away jerseys, it's going to be sort of the reverse of it, a white jersey, sort of like the old Chevy logo, but with this home plate logo. The concerning thing for me, Chris, third jerseys are going to be our current home jerseys and not the vintage Forum blue that we've been wearing and, quite frankly, rocking.
Yeah, exactly. Everyone loves those ones. What I don't get about the new third jersey is that those jerseys, to me, represent the dark years. We call them the dark years here at KingsCast because you know what? The 2000-2001 playoff series were when the old Shield things. So it's like I really have nothing but bad memories and rebuilding memories of those jerseys. Why hold on to those? Those should be one of those things that you see on the Wikipedia page that they actually wore those at some time. And, years down the road, we'll be like, oh, yeah, I remember when they wore those. I don't see why you hold on to those. To me, it's all about the purple and yellow. Let's celebrate those old teams of Kings past. I do not get this move at all.
Yeah, I don't either. I think that will go away the final season. I think they have so many of these, new crowns, hence our scarf here on the table, that they need to phase out the marketing thing there. Quist from Jules from the Crown, really good site if you're not checking it out, had a really good article today on how he thought we should go back to the purple. Now, I disagree with that. And he was mentioning that the Kings have never, we don't have an iconic jersey like the Maple Leafs, the Flyers, the Red Wings. And he's right. But do we really need a jersey that can be remembered throughout the ages? No. You know what? The Kings players look slick in it. I think it's good.
Yeah, it's fine. You know what? Personally, my favorite jerseys of all times for the history of the Kings is the Chevy logo that they wore, back in the 80s, Gretzky era. Why not bring those back? I mean, obviously they sort of conflict with the UPS logo ones with the color scheme anyway. So I see why you can't really throw that in as a third. But those, to me, let's bring those back on our permanent basis. Those are huge.
Hey, I can't argue with that. So Kings fans, your question of the day is, what should the home and away jerseys and the thirds be for the Los Angeles Kings? Leave your comments, as always, downstairs. All right, so I had another bet, another one that I won with Grinder Threads. Hook him up on Twitter. Guy makes awesome hockey t-shirts. In fact, I'm wearing one. So check it out. Grinder Threads now owes me a chug of beer. Enjoy that, my friend. And by the way, Kings fans, if you like my shirt, you can get 10% off. If you go on grinderthreads.com, enter KingsCast, get your 10%, do it.
All right, Kings fans, so we will be back against the San Jose Sharks, I believe it is, on this coming Thursday. We're not messing around. We're plugging through here trying to reach 100 before the season's over.
Damn it, we're going to do it, I swear to you. And stay tuned for that, because it's going to be legend.
Wait for it.
Dairy. So stay tuned. I'm Keith Cornell.
And I'm Chris Kalziewski.
And thank you for watching Overtime. Bye, KingsCast.